This video is amazingly sponsored by the amazing folks over at Dubby. So, what exactly is Dubby? Well, are you looking for a pick-me-up without all that jittery mess? Dubby's the drink for you. All you need to make this amazing magical drink is Dubby's powder that you can get from www.dubby.com. 6 to 8 ounces of water and boom, you'll be feeling like a champ without the crash. Packed with nootropics and vitamins that boost cognitive performance, Dubby has the equivalent of about 2 cups of coffee, which is 150 milligrams of caffeine. That is raw, pure energy without any of the crash or the jitters. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Dubby is also powered by a naturally made, patented ingredient, Neurofactor. What is it made with? Coffee cherries. And these have been clinically shown to boost brain performance. Not only will you be at top peak performance, you'll be firing on all cylinders too. Another great thing is Dubby is made for everyone. It's 0 sugar, 0 calorie, maltodextrin free, and there's no artificial coloring. It's basically the holy grail of energy drinks. But wait, there's more. If you use my code, MilesToMage, which is up on screen now and will also be in the description down below, you will get 10% off your order. 10%? That is a killer deal. Because not only will you be getting some amazing energy drink, but you'll also be supporting me directly, which helps me out a lot because I absolutely love making these videos and I want to continue making these videos for a very long time to come. Thank you, Dubby, so much for sponsoring. Thank you guys so much for watching. But now, on to the video. Hey guys, Miles here. So I kind of messed up. So throughout the entire video, I had been addressing a certain character as Annabelle. This was, of course, Mark Darkshard's character, who was supposed to be Hugin. However, Annabelle was kind of in there, and that's the character he was using. And I didn't realize until just now when he messaged me on Discord saying that was the dealio. So apologies. Hugin is still in the group. He's here throughout the entire session. It's just Annabelle because of me. The short version is Annabelle was supposed to be a character when the whole OGL debacle was still going on. We were seriously considering switching over to Pathfinder, 1st edition, not 2nd. Nothing against 2nd edition. I just haven't learned the system yet. So we were going to switch over to Pathfinder, and then Wizards of the Coast unscrewed themselves, and we decided against it. So, yeah, Hugin's still with us. So sorry about that. Everybody, what's going on? It's your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Miles here, back at it again with another stories from the Savagelands. I am joined by 4 of my magnificent players. Unfortunately, Chaylin will not be joining us today, due to personal reasons, and the short version of unfortunately Juno will no longer be with us. Also for personal reasons. Um, Hopefully by next session, I actually should have someone to take Juno's spot. I'm going to open it up to my TikTok. So if you would like to join this absolutely magnificent campaign, make sure you follow me on TikTok. The tag is going to be in the description below. So make sure you check out my TikTok and be the first. I'll be conducting interviews to see who's good, and we'll have another player joining us. Um, if you guys don't remember what happened last session or did not watch the last episode, go check it out. It's going to be up in the cards. If you don't have an hour to spare, also up in the cards is going to be a small little recap video talking about everything that happened, well, the bullet points of the last episode. Both of those are going to be up in the cards at the top right-hand corner. So go ahead and check one of those out and then just come right on back to this video. We went ahead and did our in-between session shopping. The players have procured their carts, and you guys noticed that Chayland is actually passed out, unconscious. Like, you try, no matter what you guys do, whether you try to shake him awake, douse him with water, no matter what you guys do, he is not waking up. However, he is still breathing, and he does still have a pulse. How do you guys want to take care of that? Do you guys want to leave him here in the town you guys are currently in, or do you guys want to carry him in the wagon? What do you guys want to do?
Oh, I say we let him sleep it off. He must have partied too hard last night.
Yeah, I wish that was the case.
I say we just chuck her in the wagon and let her nap.
Probably for the best that since who knows when he'll wake up, and that who wants to wake up without knowing where everyone went.
Yeah,
exactly.
That is true. That is true. All right. So, you guys, lay out like maybe a bedroll and a pillow, to let them sleep. And as Mark's druidcraft told him last session, the weather is completely clear. Not a single cloud in the sky. You guys begin your travel, and for the first couple of hours, things are pretty peaceful. Does anybody want to kind of like do anything, role play wise? Anything you want to bring up about your character? Basically, what are your characters doing during this travel? Because it's going to take about a 2 days travel to reach the town of Deepslate.
I would like to work on some specialized bullets if possible, since I have the equipment.
Okay. So for that, go ahead and make a intelligence roll. If you're proficient with the kit that you are using, add your proficiency bonus. If you are not, do not add your proficiency bonus. While they are doing... Sorry, go on.
Bullets I would like to make is either incendiary or acidic bullets. Which one would that go off of? Alchemic or poisoners? For acidic, at least.
For acidic, because we talked about before the session started how acid was its own thing, separate from poison. I will go ahead and classify it under alchemist, because it can't be classified under poison if it's its own separate thing. So, unfortunately, during the time, you can only really make one or the other, so incendiary or acid.
I think acidic might come in more handy.
All right. So roll me a intelligence check, and because it is alchemical, if you are proficient with your alchemist kit, add your proficiency bonus as well.
That's a 13 plus 4 plus 3, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Oh, that's right. You're using personal dice. Because of your camera setup. I was like, I'm not seeing it on the thing. All right, so dirty 20. You are able to make 5 Wait, did you agree incendiary or acid? Wait, acid. Yeah, sorry. Brain fart.
Acid.
Acid. You are able to make 5 acid bullets. They do the same damage as a. So it does. What did normal bullets do? I'm pretty sure it's 1d8.
Mine does 2d8.
So it does 2d8 plus an additional 1d4 acid damage.
Okay. And if any conversations throw up, I will throw in my own 2 cents while I am working on these.
Any conversations that do come up, anybody talking about any certain thing, what else is everybody doing? Oh, I did forget to mention something very important. Who's controlling the cart?
Well, not me.
If no one else is going to do it, I'll do it.
All right. So, Annabelle, you are driving the cart. Just make a quick, just simple animal handling check for me, please.
Okay.
And while Annabelle is doing that, oh, there it is. I've got OBS and screen capture and all of that running on here. I got things running on here. With an 18, yeah, the DC wasn't really that high. These horses are specifically trained for this type of thing. As long as you got a 10 or higher, that's all I was really looking for. So 18, you're able to everything's going smoothly. Anyone else doing anything that they would like to mention?
So, I am probably sitting up front next to Mark's character with 2 different books and a pen. I'm reading one and then writing in the other. Neither book is labeled; they're leather bound.
Understood. If you don't mind me asking, you do not have to divulge, but any specifics of what you're writing or what the book you're reading is?
So the book he's reading is the journal of a family member. He's not sure which family member. He was told it was either his biological father, who he's never met, or an older brother. He's not sure. They never wrote their name in the book, anything like that. The other one is his own journal that he's writing in.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
So he's kind of learning some things about family he doesn't know and making sure that hopefully somebody will get to know his adventures and the things he's had to go through trying to deal with everything around him.
All right. And, all right, so anybody else doing anything they want to mention? Going once, going twice. So
anyone deal with any weird-ass creatures in their travels?
And there was this one little thing, I don't remember. It was quite scary. It had like the face of a owl and a body of a bear.
Owlbear. Don't hear many of those nowadays. I had to deal with a bear with the head of a lizard and arms of a monkey.
that sounds the lizard monkey. That's whew, that's interesting.
That's a doozy.
I think it was trying to go with.
I
think it was trying to go for arms of a gorilla, but ran out of materials.
All right. So about maybe 4 hours in, Annabelle and Rexius, what are your guys' passive perceptions?
Give me 1 second.
No worries.
Passive perception 11. Not great.
Okay, an 11.
My passive perception is a 14.
Okay, so Annabelle, you notice that there are 2 orcs heading straight towards you guys. Like it's not like they're off in the distance going somewhere. No, they
you can like almost faintly see that they are like looking dead at you and coming straight towards you. They are about 100 feet out.
They appear to be hostile.
Oh yes, very hostile. Like it's like what you see in the movies, holding the reins with one hand, swords in the other. You could hear the faint "Rah, rah."
Do I have enough time to try take a shot at one of them with my crossbow?
I'm going to take a shot at them with my ray of frost.
Uh, is the range for is the range for ray of frost equal or less than 100 feet? Just making sure.
Give me 1 second. I'm pretty sure of it. I could do chill touch. That I can do.
Okay. And Annabelle, I am assuming you alert everyone that
Yeah.
shit's going down.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. And you rolled just barely missed.
Okay.
Can I try to take a shot with my crossbow?
Yes, because Annabelle, how do you tell them what's going on?
Oh, I basically say, hey, we've got company. There's orcs.
Understood.
So the wagon, before the session, I described it as an Oregon Trail wagon with cloth. Totally not what I had in my notes. It's practically a wooden box with a ladder, so you can climb up and shoot from the top. They are 100 feet out. What is the range of your heavy crossbow? I just want to make sure if you're rolling.
Minimum range is 100.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect. So you do not have to roll with disadvantage. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Also, the reason my character's primarily been silent during most of the trip is that he's been making a slingshot.
Alright, hold
slingshot.
on, let me just... Woo! Dirty 20. I rolled a 14 and I have a +6 to hit.
All right, 14 plus 6. All right, yep. And dirty 20 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Most of the dice I can roll on here still. That is which is a 12.
Holy shit! 12 points of damage.
I expected in dexterity. I have a +4 proficiency in dexterity.
That is absolutely amazing. Even from 100, like the bolt whoosh, whizzes past and hits the orc, the leader orc. You can tell he's the leader because he does have a banner of his tribe. It hits like just above the heart, so not enough to kill him outright, but he is looking very critical. All right, anybody else want to fire an attack or a spell off before I ask you all to roll for initiative?
1 second.
Assuming I don't have enough time for reload.
Ranged weapon.
Yes. So thank you for reminding me because you took your shot. Remember that you will have to spend your action to reload.
Right, since I don't have crossbow expert, unlike with my gun.
Right. All right. Anybody firing anything off?
I was gonna have Church try out the slingshot with a ball bearing.
Okay.
See how that flies.
Go
and
ahead.
I checked the weight of a single ball bearing is 2 pounds, so I don't see how it would just go. I think it could fly moderate, but we'll see what happens.
All right. Go ahead and do a roll to hit.
And in place of this, I do have to use the sling because there is no slingshot item.
I always consider like if a player comes to me and says they want a slingshot, I just tell them use the stat block of a sling. Except obviously rather than whew, 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 it's
Yep.
Agreed, that makes sense.
so if you have your sling equipped on your character sheet, if you're using D&D Beyond to roll, just go ahead and roll through there. Everything's going to be the same. All right, Church, 2 hits. That is going
It's
to
an
be a
11.
miss with an 11. Yeah, that is a miss. All right. Rexius, what are you doing?
This was a bad idea.
Sadly, I do not possess a ranged weapon, so my plan I want to ready my actions so that as soon as they're within what I would consider a reasonable reach, I want to try to like jump onto their wagon.
Okay, all right. They do not have a wagon. It's 2 horses.
Okay, then
If I did not describe that
my
properly,
goal
that's
would be
my
to
fault.
jump onto the back of one of the horses, like right behind the orc who's on it.
All right. So, just as a heads up, you guys are like coming towards each other like this. They're not like behind you. They're like coming like this. All right, just wanted to make sure because you were talking about jumping from behind, and I was like, let me make sure he knows what's going on here.
So the goal would be to like stand up and then jump just far enough to go over the orc and try to like turn to face the other way while I'm landing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait, let me get
out
this
of-
straight. They're coming towards us, like literally.
Coming towards, yes.
I'm not sure I should be like. I'm not sure how to do this because I'm currently piloting the horses.
You can if you keep them on a straight path, you will not. You can cast spells, do range, whatever. But if you need them to like turn or whatnot, you need to use your action to pilot the horses. But if you keep them on a straight path, so keep them on the path that they're going, they will continue to go on that path without. You can let go of the reins and they'll do the work.
All right.
All right, so since everybody's fired at least one thing off, let's go ahead and hold on. Oh yes, run encounter. All right, everybody, go ahead and roll for initiative. Noah, let me know what you get first because I know you're using physical dice rather than beyond, so I will manually enter yours.
Okay. 13 plus 4, so 17.
All right, we got a 17. Annabelle. Oh, that's right. It auto fills in. Jalen is not here, so we'll just we'll just mark it as 0 and gloss over his turn on D&D Beyond. And then we're going to. Oops. All right. So we are round 1 and Orc 1, the one who's got the bolt like just right above his heart, he is going to pull out the bolt and let out a roar as he uses the horse to move 60 feet forward and takes a he switches his great axe for a javelin, and he is going to make a attack at Noah. So it's definitely gonna be disadvantaged because he's definitely more than 30 feet. So do a right click and a disadvantage. Let's go ahead and roll. At disadvantage, I'm assuming a 9 does not hit.
Nope, it does not.
All right, so that is Orc number 1's turn. Hang on just 1 second. All right. Now, oh, wow. Next up is you, Noah. On deck, Annabelle. Annabelle is up next after Noah.
How far away is she from me again?
They were 100 feet. They moved 60 feet. So they are. So Orc 1 is 40 feet away. Orc number 2 is still 100 feet.
I am gonna shoot him with my revolver.
All right, go ahead and make a ranged roll to hit. Ranged roll to hit. Why did I say
20!
Holy crap. All right. So now is the perfect time to mention my homebrew crit. Well, it's not my specific homebrew crit rule, but it's a homebrew brew rule that I use. So for crits, you automatically deal the highest amount of damage you can do. So you said yours do 2d8. So you
Yes,
automatically
plus
do
4.
so you automatically do 16, and then you roll 2 more d8, and then add your, you said plus 4?
Yeah.
You do not add your plus 4 to the max damage, you add it to the separate dice that you are rolling.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it seems pretty fair.
I do, if I remember correctly, this was something that was done in 4th edition. I do not 100% know that for a fact, but I did. Dungeon Dudes, if anyone has watched them, it was a homebrew rule that they recommended, and I enjoyed it very much. So I've been using it ever since. Because how pathetic is it when you roll a natural 20 and then roll the smallest amount of damage you can possibly roll? It is
Agreed.
it is embarrassing. So
This makes them much more epic.
agreed.
16 damage for the.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Straight in the head.
You shoot straight in the head. Boom! The orc falls off of his horse. The horse goes off on its own separate path. And because of that nat 20 and his companion seeing everything, his attacks are going to be at disadvantage just for the sheer fear.
And
so
how far away is the second orc?
the second orc is 100 feet out.
And we're going towards each other, right?
Correct, towards, yes.
Then I'm gonna end my turn since I can't do what I want unless he's within 30 feet.
All right, so that means next up is Annabelle. On deck is Orc 2.
All right, I'm gonna target Orc 2. And how does he look?
Completely fine. You guys have not targeted him specifically, so
Except
Oh.
scared out of his mind right now.
scared out of his mind, yes. But if we're talking damage-wise,
All right, I'll target him with another. Oh, come on! No! Aw. I am not doing okay today.
yeah, that is going to miss, unfortunately. Anything else you do?
Let's see. I'm going to mentally command my familiar to move to kind of fly up to my shoulder so that it's near me at least. Other
All
than
right.
that, I'm done.
Next up is Orc number 2. He's going to move up 60 feet, so he is 40 feet now away. And he is going to, well, he's already got disadvantage, and you can't do double disadvantage. But he is also going to try throwing a javelin at Noah.
I killed his leader. It makes sense.
Holy. So, thank God he had disadvantage, because otherwise that would have been a nat 20, but he got a 6 plus 5 does an 11 hit.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Like for a brief moment he's got like that ferocity inside of him. He is ready. But then,
when he throws it, just go.
yep, basically. So that is Orc number 2. Oh, I forgot to say who was on deck. I apologize. Church, it's your turn. On deck is Rexius.
Truly.
Church is
So,
up now. Rexius is next.
With our cart still moving, I would assume, does that close the distance between Orc number 2 and us?
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about that. The horses move their movement speed. Okay. All right, hang on. Church, I gotta go ahead and rewind on that for a minute. We gotta go back to so they move their movement speed of 60 feet, which puts the orcs at which puts Orc 2 at 40 feet. So then Orc 2 would move 40 feet. So they are like, or not specifically 40 feet. They're going to move 30 feet. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick rewind on Orc number 2. And we're going to redo his turn. Church, thank you so much for bringing up bringing that up. I completely forgot to account for that. So basically what I'm just going to do is I'm going to do a javelin at Noah again, but because he's technically within range, because he moved 30 feet, so there's 10 feet between you guys and Orc number 2, but he does have the disadvantage from Noah's nat 20 and basically seeing his leader die in front of his very eyes. So he is going to roll at disadvantage. I'm assuming a 13 doesn't hit.
Nope.
All right. Now it's your turn, Church. On deck is Rexius.
So during the
10
shopping,
feet apart.
Church got one very fun little weapon he had his eye on. So
I swear, if it's another lightsaber, so help me God.
No, it's a falchion, actually.
Oh, a falchion, okay.
So he's going to pull it from the sheath. He's going to just stand there waiting for the horse just to come right out towards him.
I guess I should have asked. You guys were in the wagon with Shaylin, so you're going to have to do what Noah did and climb up to the top using movement to do so. And then repeat what you were doing.
Movement to do that.
30 feet.
So,
yeah, we'll say it takes about 10 feet to do to climb up the ladder and get to the top. Now repeat what you were wanting to do again.
So I'm going to unsheath the falchion, put the sheath on the ground, and just wait right there just wait for the attack moment.
All right. All right, so next up is... Oh, sorry.
To be clear, Church is pulling a caboose right now.
I have no idea. I still have yet to sit down and watch Red versus Blue.
Yeah. So to be clear, caboose was kind of stupid at some points during the whole series.
Okay. Rexius, you're up. And on deck, I'm pretty sure it would be Chaylin, so on deck is top of the round.
All right, so how far away are they at the moment?
10. Orc 2 is 10, like, you guys are almost about to touch. You guys are about to collide.
I'm making the jump.
Oh, your ready to action should have gone off. I do apologize.
Yeah, it's all good. I had to get up and go to the bathroom, so even if it had gone off, I wouldn't have been here to roll it.
Understood. All right, so you are going to... all right, so you are 10 feet out. So what are you using?
So I'm not sure if it would be I hope it would be athletics, not acrobatics, but I'm basically jumping onto his horse.
Acrobatics would be more dodging. Yeah, I'm going to say for this, it's because you're using your strength to push yourself off. However, if I'm wrong, rules lawyers, leave it down in the comments below. We'll address it at the beginning of the session, and then moving forward, we will do it the proper way. Unless, of course, the rule of cool trumps it. But anyways, so, Rexius,
I mean, that's you.
Fair point. Go ahead and roll me your athletics check.
Right. That is an 18.
An 18 will do it. You are now successfully on his horse. What do you do?
So, I'm debating if I want to try to knock him off the horse or just move the horse. I can't do both. Yeah, I'm going to make an attack with my longsword and try to either kill him and knock him off the horse, or just either kill him and knock him off the horse, or just knock him off the horse. Either one works for me.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right. That is a 14.
A 14 will hit. Roll for damage.
That is 2.
2 points of
damage,
damage. All right. Real quick, somebody who has their character sheet in front of them. Animal handling is charisma, correct?
Wisdom.
No.
Wisdom. All right. So
It's
he's going to
wisdom.
make a flat d20 roll to see. Oh no! Wait, no, it wouldn't be animal handling. That is my fault. Whoopsies. He's going to roll a dex save to stay on the horse, and he does stay on the horse.
But so do I.
All right, so we gloss over Chayland, and well, that guy's dead. Top of the round, Noah.
Would I have disadvantage shooting him because of our companion being on the horse?
Depends. Are you Rexius? I'll leave this up to you. Are you face to face or behind him?
So what I did was I jumped off the front of our wagon and kind of spun and landed right behind the orc. So like if I wanted, I could reach around him and grab the reins and try to move the horse. But
Understood. So to
I'm
answer,
directly behind him.
okay. So to answer your question, Noah, if you miss, you have a chance to hit him. But if you hit, obviously, so there's no disadvantage. No disadvantage.
Right.
However,
So
I
since
will
I
say.
doubt I could.
Sorry, I will say that if you miss, there is a chance that you will hit Rexius.
Right. Since I doubt would I be able to try to jump off the carriage while I am to try to tackle him or no?
Yes, it will have to be a athletics check, and then he will have to make an opposing athletics check to stay on the horse. If I'm wrong, someone please let me know.
I have a
Can I
+4
use
to
my
athletics.
reaction?
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
Can I use my reaction to help? So like if he jumps down and tries to tackle the orc, can I like push him?
Yes, you can. We will go ahead and so both of you roll acrobatics. Or not
that's
acrobatics.
acrobatics?
Athletics. I apologize. Athletics.
Not too bad. 15.
Same.
You both got a 15. So Noah, you are able to jump off and basically Rexius, you like kind of like catch him off his guard, like maybe like a tap tap yoo-hoo type thing, or maybe he's already got his attention on you. And Noah, you just come in and just knock him off. And he will, since he is currently moving, he will take some damage.
Would that be my full action or more of my movement speed?
We'll say that you step your full movement.
Okay. Once he takes the damage, I would like to attack him with my saber.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead and roll to hit. And we'll say that this damage, you would be attacking him like before he hits the ground.
Okay, so 16 plus 6 is 22.
Holy shit! Yes, that hits. Roll for damage.
5.
All right, 5 points of damage. He's looking absolutely freaking critical, like freaking brutal. Noah, anything else you do?
Nah, it won't stop his movement, and I'm good. Plus, I might need the health.
All right.
I would like to say when Noah lands in front of me, I'm just like, hello there.
Okay.
I just nod my head.
All right, Annabelle. I will say that if you do not move the horses out of the way, there is a chance that you will no, there's not a chance. You guys will collide because the horses continue to move their movement speed on your turn. So
Alright.
you will have to use your full action to move them away.
Alright.
All right, so that was Annabelle. The orc is going to get up and try and take a swing at Rexius.
Is he scared shitless of me?
That was over with. That was just for one attack. Rexius, does a 12 hit?
No, it does not.
So he's pissed off. He swings and misses. That is his turn. Next up, Church, and on deck will be top of the round. So Noah.
So basically, the Orc 2 is now with pretty much 5 to 10 feet.
10 feet, yes.
I would like to point out, I think I'm after Church, and then it's top of the round.
Thank you, Rexius. Completely forgot about that.
Yep.
So I'm going to move up 5 feet and still having the Falcon out. Mind you, the Falcon does carry the versatile property.
Okay. So you are going to attack from because I'm assuming you're still on top of the wagon. So you are going looking down at him. He is 10 feet. Well, no, not 10 feet. 5 feet below you.
Oh, I still hope I can pull a World of Warcraft South Park here.
I actually just started watching South Park the other day. I'm on season 1 still.
That is an 18 to hit.
That is going to hit. Go ahead and roll your... Well, actually, no. He's at 2 HP. How do you want to do this?
I hope I can still do my Cartman. God damn it. You're about to get pwned.
All right.
So you just see me come down and just...
Ooh, nice. And for an amazing pop culture reference, go ahead and give yourself a point of inspiration. And with that, everyone, we are officially out of combat. And let me say Annabelle. There we go. I was having trouble remembering. Do you stop the wagon to possibly check the bodies?
I mean, if they want to, yeah.
Rexius and Noah, I was going to say you both are still on the horse. What are you doing with that? Are you going to let it run free, or what are you doing with that?
I want to try to keep the horse.
No. Go ahead and roll an animal handling check at disadvantage unless Noah decides to dismount.
I'll go ahead and dismount to check the bodies, and so that I'm not real. Would that be investigation or perception?
I would say investigation. Rexius, roll your animal handling. With a 12,
I have it.
While a little rowdy at not rowdy. What is it when it's like they're trying to kick? They're scared. While scared at first, you manage to calm the horse down, and it is it's good to go.
All right, I have a horse.
I have advantage on investigation.
Oh. With a 23, you find on both the orcs, since they already used their javelins, you find 2 great axes.
I can't really use those, but I'll probably be able to sell them.
Oh, and hide armor. Hide armor on the both of them.
Oh, okay. I might be able to use
hide
that.
stronger than studded leather?
Hide is medium armor, so yes. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I don't have the stuff in front of me right now. The information will be in the equipment section of the PHB. Alright, who the heck? Alright. Sorry, my phone keeps buzzing and I'm wondering who it is. Alright, investigation check for what?
Oh, I was checking the thing, the orcs. I assume that you like acknowledge my 23.
Oh, that
So,
was your 23. I totally thought that was Noah's. My apologies.
No.
Yeah, no, I
Annabelle,
rolled a 13. I rolled a 13.
you guys both find 2 great axes and 2 sets of hide armor. Nothing else is really
Yeah.
on them.
Alright, I'll
You
sell
said
those.
great axe, right?
Yes, great axe.
And sorry if my sound quality changed. I had to switch earbuds. My ones I was currently using died.
Completely understandable. All right, so with that, after you guys, I'm assuming you guys take the great axes and the hide armor.
Yeah.
If you guys want to spend the time looking for the javelins, you have 2 javelins. If you don't, you don't.
Oh, I can't
Church is
really.
gonna
I'm
flat-
good.
Church is gonna flat out say, "Well, this shit's ours now. Screw them."
All right.
I'm gonna take. Okay, it's medium level anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna try to sell it. I know that, unless somebody else wants it.
All right. So, after gathering the loot, the rest of your guys' day is complete smooth sailing. And when you guys set up camp, who is going to be the person on first watch?
Well, first I'd like to cast Druid Craft to see what the weather's gonna be like the next day.
The next day, there is going to be a sandstorm, not a mana storm. As I said before the session, sandstorms and mana storms are completely separate from each other.
Okay, I'm gonna dig a fire pit, throw some wood in it, and I'm gonna snap my fingers and cast Prestidigitation to light it.
All right. The
I
fire.
am gonna get my. Sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna get my crossbow reloaded and my gun as well.
All
So
right.
I'm back to 6.
And I ritual cast alarm around the perimeter of the campsite.
All right. Ritual cast alarm. So I guess
pull
with.
out my little bell and my thread, and I just kind of start doing it.
All right. And so I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Annabelle is casting alarm around the perimeter of the campsite. So if you guys want to maintain watch, you can. If not, you don't have to.
Somebody should keep watch.
Anyone willing to volunteer?
I'll take first watch at least.
All right.
All right, and then I can take the shift after that.
So we got Noah, then Church, then Rexius, and then lastly Annabelle. Makes sense. She was the one doing all the driving. All right. So on each of your guys' watches, everything is complete smooth sailing. Nothing's going on. Almost dead quiet. If there's anything you guys want to mention that your characters might be doing, you can go ahead and do that.
Pull out a set of playing cards, and I just kind of do some solitaire.
Ooh, solitaire. I love solitaire.
I'm gonna be working on some incendiary round bullets.
All right. Well, then for that, go ahead and make me a intelligence check with your proficiency bonus.
16.
With a 16, you are able to
Oh wait,
make...
with proficiency. Almost forgot. With proficiency, that's 30-20.
Okay, dirty 20, you are able to make 8 more incendiary bullets.
Nice.
Nice.
Or no, wait, because you made... Not... I didn't mean 8 more because you made acid earlier, and then now you're making incendiary. Make sure you keep those separate and keep track of those. I don't know if D&D Beyond will allow you to do the extra D4 into the weapon, so if you want to roll damage for that, you'll have to roll it separately when the time comes. The next morning, you guys you wake up and the sandstorm has not started just yet. However, it is about to start. What do you guys want to do?
think we should bunker down until the storm ends, or try to get to a close town. Because either way, we're going to have to deal with the storm, and I'd rather have some protection in case it turns for the worst.
I am for the record, DM. I am a tiefling and suited to desert environments.
Got it.
Get up.
You guys.
I have more.
Sorry, go
I
on.
have more clothes that help me survive the desert, like a hood and a mask.
Okay. You guys know that it's probably about an hour before the storm arrives. However, the nearest settlement is about an hour, maybe an hour 20 minutes. So you guys could book it. If you guys book it, like freaking push the horses, that is possible, and you will be able to make it in about 50 minutes. However, Mark, you will have to make animal handling checks, and the DCs will be pretty high.
I don't like the sound of that. That's not the way I'm rolling today. I'm gonna confer with my compatriots. So, guys, what exactly do you want to be doing? Do you want to go and risk it, or do you want to bunker down?
Seems like the good idea would probably be to bunker down.
Can we tell how bad the sandstorm looks like it might be?
Go ahead and roll me, I'm going to say, a survival check.
I have advantage on that.
Nice.
How are you gonna hear that? Save a lot. Me.
So that's an 18 on survival.
All right, with a 18 on survival, you know that this storm is going to be pretty bad. It's your guys' visibility is probably going to be at most 5 feet in front of you once the storm hits. However, if someone has a higher animal handling than Annabelle, that person could take the reins and once again, like make the horses go faster. But like I said, there will be checks involved with that, and the DCs will be high. But if someone's got a higher bonus than Annabelle, then
How high is your animal handling?
I have a +2. Okay, well there you go. Someone does have a higher one than me. My proficiency. Go ahead.
Looks like you're in charge of horses from now on.
Well, all but one.
all right. I'm so sorry, you guys. I had to talk to someone real quick. What's up? So what did you all decide? I apologize.
I will be taking the reins of the horses during the sandstorm.
I can't do that.
All right. So
As I have a +7.
ooh, a +7. All right.
Falconry, bitch.
That's pretty good. All right. So go ahead and make an animal handling check. If you guys are if you succeed, you'll be able to make it before yeah, with a 23, you are able to success. You got like maybe like just in the nick of time, like maybe 10 minutes to spare. You
So,
quickly.
Just as we're about to take off, I'm gonna go. Buckle up. It's gonna be one heck of a ride.
And yes, the ride is very bumpy and very uncomfortable for everyone. You guys managed to make it to the nearest settlement. You guys are able to park your cart in a secure place, seek shelter. The storm lasts for a good 8 hours, and it's you've got maybe 4 hours of daylight left. Do you guys want to go out, or do you want to possibly, or do you guys just want to hunker down and finish the rest of the trip tomorrow?
It's possible I'd like to sell that loot that we got.
Same. I would say we should hunker down and not, since we're here, sell our loot and see if there's any other routes we need to worry about. Since that ability is coming in handy.
Agreed. Yeah, Druidcraft. Great choice of spells. All right. So, as for selling the great axes and the hide, they sell for their price in the player's handbook. So however much it costs in the PHB is how much gold you will receive from that.
Okay. I need to check the great axes. Let's see.
So that is 40 gold.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. And Annabelle, I'm assuming you're going to cast Druidcraft again?
Yes. Affirmative.
All right. So you cast Druidcraft, and it looks like according to your Druidcraft, there is going to be rain tomorrow. And with rain comes a very high chance of a mana storm.
I'm gonna let the party know that we probably shouldn't go out tomorrow.
If everyone is everyone in agreement with that?
Agreed. I've been traveling long enough to know not to take the chance if there's a possibility of a mana storm.
That's fine with me. The only place I planned on going was to talk to the local blacksmith.
Local blacksmith. We can go ahead and do that real quick. So it's still day 2 of your guys' travel. Day 3 is supposed to be when the rain's happening. So Rexius, heading into the local blacksmith, you see a dwarven fellow with a long ginger beard and no hair. He is completely bald, wearing an apron. Hello. What can I get for you?
So
Sorry, that voice was horrible.
It's noteworthy as this is a very rare occasion. Rex is currently down to street clothes, and he's actually carrying his armor.
Okay.
So I'll walk up to the counter and kind of set that down. I'm hoping you have an idea of where I'm going with this. I'm gonna look at him and go, "Hello, friend. I was hoping you might have, or possibly just be able to create some wares that might be compatible with this particular suit." I say, like, tapping my breastplate.
What exactly are you looking for?
Well, my main concern is I need things that are one-handed and that will, as I said, be compatible. And I'll like pick up my breastplate and pull the sword out of the back and put it back in, kind of thing.
Okay, so you're looking for something to house your weapons?
More like weapons that
Like a
can be housed
scabbard or
within the armor.
Annabelle, can you go ahead and mute yourself, please?
sorry.
You're all good. All right, continue, Rexius.
So I'm attempting to find weapons that are both efficient in combat and that I can fit into some of the slots in my armor.
He like kind of gestures as if he asks to pick up the armor.
I give him a nod.
He picks up the armor and kind of taps the compartment. All right. I suppose I could have something for this. However, with the possibility of a mana storm tomorrow, I probably won't have it done until the next day.
That's fine. I should be able to swing in and pick it up before we leave.
All right. Would you like to pay now or later?
How much are we talking?
I'll cut you a deal and 50 gold.
Let me see how much I actually have. I don't think I have quite that much.
Excuse me one
Um,
moment.
Can I roll persuasion to talk him down to like 30?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know where I was trying to go with that.
I think you were
I
going to say
think
you
I
can
do.
certainly try.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's nothing you can certainly try. There's a good chance you could possibly persuade him if your persuasion roll is high enough.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, with the dirty 20. He looks at you. All right, 30 gold, but that's the lowest I'll go.
That's perfectly fine with me, friend, and I'll hand him the 30 gold.
Is there any weapon in particular you would like with that slot?
I'm honestly I'm hoping to find something that can do more damage than his longsword does.
More
Because right
damage
now
than a
that's base
longsword.
damage.
Okay, so more
While
damage
still
than
being more damage than a basic longsword while still being a one-handed weapon.
Okay, more damage than a longsword while still being a one-handed weapon. We are going to, while I look for something that fits that mold, let's go ahead and anybody else doing anything in town?
I would like to see about having my rapier silvered.
Rapier silvered. The local blacksmith can do that and have it done in 2 hours time for 20 gold.
Okay.
So whether you two run into each other or not, up to you guys. But all right. So 2 hours time, Annabelle, you go to pick up your weapon, and it is. Sorry, somebody was saying something.
I would like to get some crossbow components to tinker and upgrade my crossbow, and some silver so I can make myself some silver bullets.
Okay. So silver for the silver bullets. I'm going to say that that's not going to be alchemical unless you can unless you can convince
I
me
have
otherwise.
tinkering and blacksmith tools as well.
Oh, okay. All right. Then yeah, go. Never mind then. So it's it's 5 silver piece per 1 pound of silver. So how much are you looking to get?
How much would 1 pound of silver get me in bullet wise?
Actually, I'm going to say that entirely depends on your roll.
1 pound should be enough, and how much for some crossbow components?
Depends on what you are looking for.
A way so some of those automatic crossbows that kind of make it so you don't have to do the whole.
Okay, all right. So you're basically looking to make your crossbow automatic.
Yeah, so I don't have to spend a full action to reload it every time.
That does make sense, and I can respect that.
This is so weird. I had this idea earlier when I was thinking about gear I would want later in the adventure. This was one of them.
All right. So to buy the components, I'll just go ahead and it's going to cost 8 gold pieces for all the components. However, if you want someone to do it for you, 30 gold pieces.
I'll do it myself since I have tinkering tools. Since I think that should allow me to do it myself and allow me my character something to do while waiting out the storm.
Well, that does make sense. I can see where you're going with that. So Rexius, I'm currently looking at the weapons in the PHB, and you specifically want something that is one-handed. However, I'm aside from like a Morning Star, but even then, the Morning Star only does like 1d8. Most of the ones that are higher damage require the two-handed property.
Do you
Okay.
know of a sword that might work? It's called a bastard sword. Don't know if it's an actual thing. It's kind of like a cross between a great sword and a sword. I mean, a long
the first
sword.
thing that comes to my mind
Don't know
is
how
I
you
don't
would roll for that.
Rexius, repeat what you said.
I said the first thing that comes to my mind I don't think is in the player's handbook, but it would basically be a cavalry sword.
Cavalry sword. If you give me a specific name, I can possibly find it on the SRD.
I can look. Here, I have to Google it. I know most of the time they're just called cavalry swords.
Cavalry swords.
Names or
So I would like to point out that Cindric is not far off on the bastard sword thing. It was in 4th edition.
4th edition. Okay.
yeah,
A bastard sword would be something like Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, his weapon, correct?
No, that's a buster sword.
Oh, okay. Let's.
This is the bastard sword. Sorry for the glare, but there we go.
Oh, that's ironic.
However, your problem with that is that it's only 1d10 damage.
That is technically higher while still being one-handed, correct?
Correct.
Now I need to figure out how to do a search within the SRD.
The bastard sword is a superior one-handed melee weapon in the heavy blade weapon group.
Well, since there's not going to be any combat for the rest of the session, since we do need to start wrapping up here soon, Rexius, if you can find a stat block for said bastard sword, send it to me. I'll take a quick glance over it, make sure everything's good, and if I say approved, that's going to be what the weapon that can be summoned out of your compartment.
Okay, because the only other thing I can think of that would fit the bill is a Scottish claymore. They used to be used from the ground with two hands just to give it more power, but if they were on horseback, it would be one-handed as a cavalry sword. So that's also an option if there's a stat block for that.
Definitely find a stat block, get it to me before next session. I will take a look at it, and we'll go from there.
All right, I will look for it.
Noah, let's go ahead and with your Tinkerer's tools, go ahead and make me. I would still say that's an intelligence roll, adding your proficiency bonus.
Look for that later with my fiction.
Okay, so that's a 3 plus 14 and a 2. 16, that's a 19.
With a 19, you are officially able to make your crossbow automatic.
I did not pick that up.
I'm sorry, say that again? You were... Oh. Ooh,
I think
we got...
his audio messed up.
Oh, damn. You with us, Noah?
Try again.
Okay, I was saying you succeeded. Your crossbow is now automatic.
I am having technical difficulties. I cannot hear you. I think it's the storm.
Oh. Okay. Well, since we're having
Would you like me to go ahead and roll for the silver bullets?
I guess we could go ahead and communicate like that.
That's 15 plus 2, 16.
No, wait, no. 13 plus 3 plus 2, no, 18. My mistake. I miscalculated.
All right. You are able to make 20 bullets.
20? Nice.
All right. Well, since we're having technical difficulties, we will go ahead and wrap the session up here. Thank you to my amazing players for joining me on this amazing session. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do apologize. We were supposed to do a session in February, but scheduling conflicts, a bunch of personal matters prevented us from doing that. We are going to do our absolute best to stay on track with a monthly schedule, and I will try my best to let you guys know ahead of time if things do not go according to plan. Thank you guys so much for watching, and this is your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Miles signing off. Good boy.